What up, guys? Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And today we're going to be talking about Floyd Shivambu exiting the EFF. Yeah, I said it. Floyd Shivambu has exited the EFF and he has joined the MK party. Sounds like something from a dream, right? It's shocking, right? Well, it's true. So we're going to be talking about that and my perspective on what the hell is going on. So yeah, man, before we get into it, you know the drill, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Those of you who are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so that you may get videos that I post, rather than just getting one at a time here and there. No, you can be updated. You can get videos that I post. You don't miss out on certain important videos. The algorithm won't sabotage you from getting my videos, and I won't be sabotaged from reaching you guys. So subscribe, and so that we can grow the platform and really expand the content and be able to do different types of content, podcast format, guest based content, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long pieces of content of just information and valuable information, adding value into your lives. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. Floyd Shivambu has been described as the brains behind the EFF. He has been described as the thinker, the thinker of the EFF. You know what I'm saying? He has been described as Julius Malema's right hand. He's been described as literally the other head to the two-headed dragon or three-headed dragon. He's been described as literally a powerhouse. He is really a rock for the EFF and Julius Malema. All this impact that the EFF has been able to have. I know we credit Julius Malema, but Floyd is literally the other side of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Julius Malema is the charismatic, the whatever, the leader, the one in the forefront, but there's a person who's holding this charismatic person and giving him facts, giving him political structure. You know what I'm saying? Giving him that backbone, that support. You know what I'm saying? That political mindset that more than what he has by alone. I'm not saying he's not great alone. He's great alone. But with Floyd, it becomes what it becomes. It becomes the mammoth organization, called the EFF. It becomes the force to be reckoned with, EFF, with Floyd there. And you can also add Ndlozi there. Do you understand? These three are for me, they are the three-headed dragon. Do you understand? They are, Ndlozi also has his own power. He's loud. He talks. He's got his own, way of bringing relevance to the EFF. Floyd has got his own way. If you look at Floyd and Malema, they are the ones who are out there being outspoken. Floyd is more, when you watch an interview by Floyd, it's more calm, thinking, critical thinking. You can tell that this man is the guy who's sitting down with the pen, looking around at everything and really creating the structure, the blueprint, of how to impact, how to do great things. You know what I'm saying? So the EFF, the combination of these three young men literally shook South Africa. And if things went in a different way, literally these guys could have been on another level of power right now. Do you understand? You could be having another level of power. I'm telling you, by the 2024 elections, the EFF could have easily been the most powerful party. They could have taken over South African government. They could have been the party that is in control. They could have been having majority. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not majority, but honestly, very, very close. They could be equal with the ANC. They would have beaten the DA by far. Literally, for me, it was possible for the EFF to take over, to really win this thing. literally. Because if you look at it, all of us have at some point been EFF supporters. I have too. Only this year that I stopped supporting, the EFF. You know what I'm saying? Only this year. Do you understand? So I've been a staunch supporter. A lot of people have come in and out of the EFF, in and out. Do you understand? And for me, I would say that is where the problem begins. That in and outness, that's where the problem begins. Because when you get people, you're supposed to retain them. You're supposed to retain the people. You're not supposed to lose the people. So that retention, that lack of retention, to me, I feel like has a big part to play with what's happening right now. It has everything to do with them losing out the votes and getting 9%. Definitely. Literally. So let's get straight into it about what could be the reasons. So they did press release. It's not a press release, press conference. You know what I'm saying? And in that press conference, Floyd came out and said that he's going to join the MK party and he's leaving the EFF. He's not renewing. And and then Julius Malema came, and then he said that I was looking very sad. But of course, even I watching that thing, I'm not EFF, but even I watching that thing, I felt very sad, man. I was like overwhelming sadness. So Julius Malema also was saying that he was very overwhelmingly sad. He said that the pain is like, he remembers the pain. It was like the pain he felt when he lost his mother. Do you understand? Which you felt for him as well there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the whole of South Africa is shook by this decision, because the EFF is not just a party, no. It represents something. It is the first party to really, really last this long and be an opposer to the ANC and really be a party that is close to our hearts. Even if we don't agree with them here and there, we think they act somehow, they do these things, but definitely they are close to our heart, because here's a group of a couple of black men who came together and formed a mammoth of a party that has lasted for so long, and a party that has done incredible works. Do you understand? A party that deep down we all love. Do you understand? We may disagree with them, of course, but don't get it twisted. We love them dearly. We love this. An uprise of young men, we will always love it. We'll always love when a man steps into his position or he starts to make impact in his own way, rather than us relying on white formed structures. You know what I'm saying? Here's a black formed structure, and it is a powerhouse. People are earning money from it. People are having positions with it. People are in parliament with it because of it. People are in. Do you understand? It has created a black power, black representation, black excellence. That's what the EFF represents: black excellence of young men and young women. Do you understand? And here they are in the parliament, wearing the clothes that our grandfathers and grandmothers used to wear. Gardeners. You know what I'm saying? What they call it, domestic workers. You know what I'm saying? Mine workers. You understand? Overalls. Do you understand? They didn't come there with suits. They didn't come there with what? They came there with a huge. They are a game changer, and that's why they caused all of these things. That they represented our people. They represented our nation. They really caused us to have serious conversations. Do you understand? They caused us to have very, 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 very important conversations, and for us to really ask ourselves some questions. They allowed us to question the white people, and in the process, they revealed a lot about some of the white people. What I think contributed to this matter is Julius Malema, guys, has been self-destructing. Literally, I don't know how else to explain it. He has been self-destructing. I do not know what is the reason, what is the whole thing. You know, I don't know why the man is now focused on Africa and the United States of Africa. I don't even know what happened to you. Was he convinced by someone? What happened? You know, who brought those ideas to him, and why has he become about Africa when he clearly sees that South Africans are experiencing hardship? And not just South Africans, but not just only South Africans as a whole, the youth. Do you understand? And not speak about the problems facing the youth. For me, that's when I stopped following the EFF, when he started criticizing South Africans and saying we're bedwetters, we're all these things. He went to Kenya, started speaking nonsense, started speaking about open borders, started saying that he doesn't care if he loses votes. Do you understand? And that for me was crazy. It was like, but here's the thing, it wasn't just me. It was everyone. Everyone literally turned against the EFF in a way that I could never have imagined. Literally, they turned on him on the elections, you know. Malema started speaking for Kenya, he started speaking for everything else than South Africans. And that to me is the reason that we are here. I believe that someone in the EFF disagreed with Malema, and I believe that person is Floyd Shivambu. I believe that there are a lot of people that disagreed, you know, with Malema. And those people are the ones that you're going to be seeing exiting the EFF, because there's other people that are exiting along with Floyd. They're saying they're exiting because of Floyd and whatever. But no, the truth is that they do not agree with Malema. It's not yet clear, it's not yet out in the open, but I can tell you for sure that there must have been people in the EFF advising Julius Malema to say, my bro, what are you doing? Stop this thing. Stop this thing. We are competing here. We are in the elections. This is election year. Why are you sabotaging? Why are you sabotaging the EFF? Do you understand? And I believe Julius Malema went through with whatever he was going through. He went through with it, and he was just, and the people were forced to shut up. People were saying that the EFF, it's a dictatorship. People were saying that Julius Malema is going to run it down to the ground and he's going to be the president forever, and what he says goes. And do you understand? I'm starting, those rumors, those whatever, the analogies that people had are seeming to be true and true by the day. Because the man, literally, you can just see that clearly people were advising the guy, but he refused to listen. And now the after effects have happened. You know, 9%, you know, percentage in terms of the votes results. And if I was in the EFF and I've worked so hard for the EFF to be where it was in terms of like the notoriety and the power in South Africa and the confidence, only for the leader to trash it the way he trashed it. I would also, as a politician and as someone who's hoping to do very well in politics and to really do well in this country of South Africa, I would probably leave as well, the EFF. Because literally that man, Julius Malema, has betrayed 10 years of EFF. Julius Malema has betrayed the 10 years of hard work. He has betrayed the pure spirit of the EFF. All because of foreigners. I don't know, foreigners, Africans, let me just say Africans. Because when you say foreign, yes, it's foreigners, but of other African countries. Africans all over who have their own leaders, who have their own people, who should be fighting for their own battle. You know? Those people should be fighting for their own things. They have their own brains. They have their own hands. They have their own mind. They have their own education. They have their own money. They have their own things. Why do you have to fight for them here in South Africa? This is why people always say, why you want to create the United States of Africa in South Africa? How many? 53 other countries, bro, man. Come on. You want to be a messiah? You can't be a messiah for 53 countries. You can't be a messiah for 1.5 billion people. You need to speak. You need to focus on yourself. Your agenda needs to be yourself and your people. If you can't focus on your agenda, if your agenda is confused, then the people, the country that you are in, literally has to spit you out because you're no longer representing this country. You are a traitor. That's what it is. You are speaking for Africa, but Africa is divided as a lot of states. I feel like these Africans, they got into your mind with their agenda and their narratives. They have narratives, man, like this guy. Hey, Africa is one. Hey, no, this thing, white people created the borders. Hey, no, Africa is for Africans. Hey, why are white people there? Hey, no, what, blah, 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 blah. I feel like you chilled with too many Africans and they got into your brain. But to me, it's disappointing because you are someone we think is very smart, very intelligent. How can you be confused? And then we start to think maybe if you're not stupid or whatever, that means that you were bought out. Do you understand? Someone with an agenda or whatever has bought you out, and that's why you are doing this thing. And you are able to sell your whole organization for someone from Africa who's probably has a lot of money bought you out. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just be anti-constitution, and you just, not even just constitution, you can't just be anti-South Africa. You can't fail to acknowledge that there are people here in South Africa whose parents fought this apartheid regime. We are blessed because of their parents. We are blessed because of those people, the youth of 1976. The people of before, the 1900, 1910 upwards. Do you understand? The Mandelas and the whatever. You come here, you say Mandela is a sellout, what, you say Mandela did this, Mandela what, Mandela, blah, 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 revealing things. Okay, you reveal, but what is the solution? Then you start to bring Africans. Oh, come on. What is the strategy, man? What about the people of South Africa? And then we're going to show you who we are. We are the ones who made you who you are. You have fame because of us. You are what you are because of us. Your company, your EFF is the EFF because of us. And I'm pretty sure that there were people in the EFF who were saying this to you, but you wouldn't listen. What level of arrogance have you started to have? Why do you have so much arrogance about this issue? To me, this is a non-issue. This whole African situation, whatever, it's a non-issue. People have their own countries. You know, people have their own countries. People have their own hands. The same hands you have, the same mind, the same everything. They have it. You know, but people are cowards. Do you understand? So why you want to save a coward? A person whose whole country can just run away and just go and flex overseas. Come back and shine amongst these people. They don't barely come back. They probably come back once every 2 years or every 5 years. Barely come back. They much rather run away. And you are here busy. When you have your own agenda, when you have your own people to deal with here, or you have your own challenges to solve, you could solve the unemployment problem and you'll be a legend forever in South Africa. But no, foreigners. I don't know what these foreigners they have inside of them or what. Foreigners. Hey, Zimbabwe, Nigeria is South Africa, South Africa is Nigeria. Are you mad, man? Are you mad? Nigeria is many kilometers away from South Africa. South Africa is at the bottom of Africa. Some things. And people were arguing with us when we said that Julius Malema is Mugabe. Mugabe is Julius Malema. Julius Malema is Mugabe. And for y'all who don't, who know star signs, right? Astrology, if you know star signs. Mugabe was a Pisces. Julius Malema is a Pisces. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make these things up. Do you understand? Same errors. They will make the same exact mistakes. The same errors. They will have the same problem. The same. When you call them out, they will fight you. Instead of taking what you're saying. Instead of saying, "Oh, I hear you." They get to this point, this next level point where everything is going well, but they can never hear you again. Do you understand? And that's a problem. That's a problem. We've been saying, we've seen this guy's character traits. This guy is Mugabe 2.0. Do you understand? And the EFF will never be, a democratic party. It will never be free for all. Tell us what you think. I don't think it's that way. Because I know for sure that there are people who want Julius Malema. That what he's doing is self-destruction. It's a destruction of the party. I'm sure they warned him and told him over and over again. And now the results are here. And then now, since the results are here, we're gonna have to now literally deal with the after effects of that. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the people, Floyd Shivambu, Abu Banban, all these guys, they're gonna have to carry that weight of cleaning up the mess. They're going to have to now scratch their head in terms of like coming up with formulation, a new perspective, new ideas, new voice, new message to gain back the trust of South Africans. But you find that they worked so hard on that previous message, and that worked so hard, and it did so well. In terms of like, that's why the EFF is the way when they were talking about land expropriation, when they were talking about this and that and this and that, and the people of South Africa fighting racism, fighting racists, showing up at places where racists were racist, doing this, that, they were right there, they were moving at the right track. But all of a sudden, last minute, I hate a person we can talk and be at the same thing for a while, and then all of a sudden the person now is changed, is pushing a whole nother agenda, whole new agenda, whole new thing. Do you understand? A whole new agenda, a whole new thing. I hate that. I hate people who tiptoe and they flip-flop. I hate flip-flopping. Do not flip-flop. You must just stick. Especially, it's one thing to flip-flop, on over certain issues. One issue here, one issue there, one issue here, one issue there. But to flip-flop over a 10-year mission, that is not a good sign. That is a destructive place to be. That means we worked 10 years for the destruction of this baby that we built. I believe that is exactly what is happening here. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100%, I'm 99% sure, 99% sure of what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Based on intuition only. Because Floyd Shivambu cannot just leave such a big thing, that this monster that he has created. He cannot, unless he sees that his partner is destroying everything. His partner is beyond advice. His partner is no longer listening. His partner is on a self-destructive path, and there's nothing he can say to get through to that person anymore. That the man is beyond. You see, even Mugabe, there came a point where he was beyond help. Yeah, Mugabe became, during the 2000s, he was beyond help all the way till the 2010s and whatever. He was beyond. When they say someone is beyond help, the man is, they just convinced in his ideologies, which you can see that destroying his people, they are destroying, but it's just, rather than taking any advice, he much rather, cease to exist. Much rather not be him. It's an ideal for which he's prepared to die. Do you understand? But unfortunately for him, that ideal is not it's not a great ideal. It's not an ideal that is great, because it doesn't consider that other African countries have people. They have talented people, they have business people, they have the richest people all over the world that are from those countries, but those people don't come and save those countries. And you in South Africa were having your own problems. You want to remove the log off of another person's eye. Do you understand? That is the problem. Those countries have people. That land, that soil has produced people. People of there, they speak that language there. They speak Kikuyu, they speak Igbo, they speak whatever, Yoruba, whatever, all those languages they speak. Whatever, Congolese. When you don't speak those languages, you speak Sispedi from here. Why are you going to help people who have people? There's people there. There's people of that place all over the world. But they are not sacrificing. They want to put you in the... Do you understand the hypocrisy of Africa? And when you are willing to die for that ideal, it shows that you have... your judgment is very wrong. Your judgment is off. Do you understand? It's not like Mandela. You see Mandela, his ideal was a beautiful ideal. And it was a flexible ideal. Do you understand? He fought for it, but it was an ideal for the betterment of all. Do you understand? But also to improve the injustices of the past by making sure that black people get a lot of benefits, to cover track. But he created a democracy. He worked with the previous government to make the best fitting constitution that even the National Party leaders at that time were like, we are fine with it. ANC is like, we are fine with it. Everyone was like, we are fine with it. Let's move on. He knew that this thing can be worked on further and further as we go. But this is the best place for now. Do you understand? So yeah, that's what's happening for real. Julius Malema equals to Mugabe. He's definitely no Mandela. Definitely he's not a Mandela. He does not think for... He's not thinking holistically. He's thinking a specific way. And he's not interchangeable. He doesn't hear people's mindset and say, okay, yeah, man, hey, I was wrong. I don't believe Julius Malema believes that he is ever wrong. Do you understand? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm sure he listened to Floyd. He's the type of person who listens to the people who he respects only. But as time goes, when those people start to say that, no, but we need to consider the voice of the people. We need to consider what the people are saying at the ground. He is not willing to have that mindset to go down to the people. He creates what? This elitism, this thing, where it's him, Floyd, Ndlozi, his people. And then I don't believe he cares about the ground. Although he started from the ground. He's one of those people who gets further and further from the ground. Doesn't have his ear to the ground. He much rather have his ear on what people at the top are doing. It's all about bringing down the people at the top, bringing down the organization, bringing down, being amongst the top. That's what Julius is for me. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's staying in satin and staying in living lavish. That's why he's doing that. Do you understand? That's why he's on that vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can see him. I know people like that, people who are looking for better life. You know that video. I just was looking for better life. Looking for better life, Julius. Just looking to shy. It's one of those people when they shy and they stop reasoning. They stop having an understanding of the bottom, just like Mugabe. Do you understand? Just like Mugabe. As for the MK party, man, Zuma is just going in, he's playing his chess, and playing his chess. I don't know where the chess is leading, but it is what it is. Yeah, man, MK party is just let go of a lot of people. Now a lot of EFF people are coming to the MK. Yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see. I don't know what Zuma's game plan is, but it is definitely not keeping his hand off the leash. He's just, he's going in. Zuma is at war. Zuma is going for it fully. He's gunning for this thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever plan he has, he's really, really, really ready to cause destruction. Cause whatever his plan is, we don't know. But Floyd Shivambu will be that side. And man, we'll see what Floyd is doing that side. But for me, as I said, the betrayal of the people of South Africa, that is the problem. I believe a political mind like Floyd is looking for that freedom to fight for the people again. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know if he is really for the people. But if it's really for the people, he will continue on that thing of fighting for South African people and fighting for the land and fighting for the core values of the EFF. I believe that they should be doing that. But I don't just want to paint him as a good guy. He must answer for the VBS, whatever things, he must continue to answer for that. There must be an answering of what happened there. All of them. Julius Malema, everyone, Floyd, there must be an answering of that. I don't want to paint him as a good guy or he's just this brilliant person. Yes, he's brilliant, but this doesn't change anything about the VBS thing. There must be an answering what happened there. You know what I'm saying? So what an interesting turn of events, and thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Just King Zeri signing out.